welcome to another edition of Locker Room OT. We're talking some high school football with Bayport head coach Gary Westerman and Jacob Nugent, fullback for the Pirates. Coach, first of all, what's up with that number? Well, he's got 96.
He was a guard for most of the year. So he wanted a number in the 90s when we moved him to fullback, so 96 was open.
Fullbacks are still important in the high school game.
That's why he's here.
That's why he's here. We got to get Danny Vitale to get him one of those hats. Make fullbacks great again.
Fullbacks great again.
Nice, nice. All right, look, we are down to the Final Four. This thing started from a practice standpoint in August, but really it started last December. You've had a great run, and we'll talk more about Kimberly in particular right now, but this team, easily the most impressive one you've been around since you took over?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, they're really talented football players. But they're better humans. They're just great kids. They're so fun to be on the practice field with every week. And so we're just hoping to go 1-0 on Friday and be able to be back on Monday and hanging out, practicing football.
Jacob, for you and the fellas, did you know going in, like, look, if we avoid a couple major injuries, this is our chance to maybe run the table and win it all?
We always knew we were talented. I mean, people have been telling us this since we were in 8th grade. But, our coaches tell us every week, it's the same mindset, just go 1-0 every week. So, I mean, of course, we looked forward to trying to make a state run, but really just looked forward to the game we had that week.
Last week against Marquette, I don't want to say your first real test because I don't think you've really been tested, but they did put up 28 points, which was more than anyone else this year.
Yeah, going into that game, so Marquette, 950 all boys in their school, talented, really talented football team, talented on defense, talented on offense. If you'd have told me we were going to put 56 on them going into that game, I would have said no way. So we played really well on offense, a couple breakdowns on defense, stopped them early. So really it's going to be, cleaning up any mental errors. Kimberly's a team, they just never make mistakes. They don't fumble, they don't turn the ball over, and they're not penalized. And Friday night, for us to be successful, we can't turn the ball over, we can't be penalized. And they seem to find a way all the time. So really talented football team and well coached.
Jacob, how pumped are you? I mean, this is the game. It's been circled. Everyone has looked forward. No disrespect to all the other D1 teams out there, but when the brackets came out, everybody looked at it and said, Kimberly, Bayport, both undefeated, Final Four matchup with a bid to go to state. Can you feel it every day you walk into school?
Yeah, I think all the guys are just jacked. I mean, just anxious, losing sleep a little bit, but it's fun. That's the whole point of it.
That is the point of it. If you don't get butterflies, you shouldn't be in it. You shouldn't be out there, right?
No doubt, yeah. And the team has just practiced so well all year. The excitement in the school and community and, being in the state semifinals, people don't really understand the amount of hours and work that goes into coaches and to players. Football's a unique game, so we train 12 months a year. I mean, they push weights. There's no travel teams. They don't dribble a basketball. They move weights and they run, right, to play 9 games and then hopefully earn a 10th. And, we're lucky enough to be 12-0, trying to go 13-0 this week. And people, I think general people don't understand the amount of work that goes into it. And the amount of effort that these kids put in on a weekly basis, not just in season, but year round, to get to this point. So we're just excited about an awesome matchup.
Jacob, how do you guys stay focused when you blow out teams 55-0 and 47-6 and 50? I mean, the scoring has been ridiculous. Over 50 points per game during the regular season, and you allowed 31 the whole year. And a lot of that was garbage time.
Yeah. I mean, our coaches do a great job. Like I said, they keep us, they don't let us get too excited, get too cocky, right. So they keep us at a good spot. But I mean, I think just the competition in practice, I think that's what really makes us better. Like, if we're not playing the greatest team, in practice, we compete with each other, compete with each other. Yep. And I mean, that just makes us better week from week.
Don't give away the game plan, and I know you won't, but to beat the paper makers, we must do what? Appleton East tested them, Fondy tested them. Nina gave them a run for a while. This is the first time that they've been really pushed in the single season.
Yeah, like I said, first of all, they're extremely well coached. It starts there. They do not turn the ball over. They do not make mistakes. And so, likewise, if we turn the ball over, we make mistakes, that's going to make it really tough sledding. So it starts there. try to limit big plays on defense. You know, we can't let them go the distance. You got to make them work and try to earn it. And then offensively, we got to stay in front of the chains. You know, so we can't. You know, we don't want to be in a 2nd and 12 or a holding penalty in a 1st and 20 or whatever, right? I mean, so. You know, all that being said, you know, it's going to be the team that plays clean football and is physical up front and deals with adversity throughout the game. So you can't make mistakes, can't turn the ball over, and that's just football.
And it's cold. It's going to be it's still going to be cold Friday night and windy. Limit turnovers, stop the run, and let the chips fall where they may, right?
Yep, that's the plan.
Hey, what's up with his hair? Do you know doesn't he remind you of Brian Bosworth?
Yeah.
Does he even know who Brian Bosworth is?
No, I don't.
He kind of looks like him. Look at his jaw. He's got that blonde mohawk. Look, hey, when you get out an iPad, look up the Boz, and Google it, and you'll figure it out. And
I
you go,
gotcha.
oh, that'll be his new nickname. We just gave him one, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Gary Westerman of Bayport Football. Jacob, appreciate it. Jacob Nugent, fullback. Best of luck against Kimberly, and
Thank you.
hopefully we'll be talking again in a couple weeks.
Thanks for having us.
All right, you've been watching Locker Room OT at wearegreenbay.com.